what's an exercise for, and what kinds of exercises should I be looking for my team. This is a very important topic because I think most people don't know what an exercise is for. And I realize that every time I go online and people are just asking for exercises. Please, someone give me an exercise for that, or someone give me an exercise for that other thing, a passing exercise, a possession exercise, an exercise from of how to build up from the back. First, you should be able to design your own exercises. Don't depend on exercise designed by other people, because other people don't think the way you think. They do not see soccer the way you see soccer. So if you want to make your idea clear to your players, using someone else's exercise is not going to help you, because they're not your ideas, period. You're just offshoring your ideas to someone else that you don't even know. And first, that exercise is not made to train something. An exercise, what is an exercise for? And I seize that opportunity to invite you to follow me on Instagram. It's at thesoccerexcellecementor. And there's a post there where I say exactly that an exercise is not meant to teach anything. It's not meant to teach players anything. It's not meant to make players better at anything. That's not a point of the exercise. An exercise is made for the coach to make his team go through situations over and over again, so the coach can recognize what is going wrong, so the coach can recognize what is going wrong, what are his players doing that are not allowing them to solve the situation, how to intervene in the situation as to make his players realize what is to be done, explain it to them, and convert the exercise into something that makes sense in terms of realizing the task. So let me read to you exactly what I wrote, and this is why I invite you to follow me on Instagram. A coach cannot depend on the exercise to train his team. An exercise is not designed to teach players anything. Exercises can't teach. An exercise is a way for the coach to expose the players to the desired situations he, the coach, wants to work on or correct in his team. The point of an exercise is to make a certain situation repeat itself many times cyclically, so the coach is able to intervene in his team. The coach will intervene by, 1, identifying the difficulties his team is having in solving the situation based on the concepts he wants his players to solve it. So it's very important that the coach, as he is proposing an exercise for his team, the coach has to have the ideal execution of that exercise in his head, so that he can compare what he's seeing to the ideal execution that he has in his mind. That is very important. And I see that many times. I see coaches coaching and they don't have an idea of the exactly perfect execution of that exercise, or what is the exactly perfect execution of that exercise. If you don't have that clear in your mind, you cannot correct your players into going from what they are presenting to you to what you think is the ideal execution of the exercise. That's what you should do. When you propose an exercise, you first watch what your players are doing and compare in your mind with what you think would be the perfect execution. Know for sure it would be the perfect execution for that exercise, and why. And then you need to bring your players from here to here, and that's where you as the coach will intervene in your players. Step 2 would be identifying the causes of it. So as you see your players playing, you have to identify why they're doing what they're doing, instead of doing what you, in your mind, as the perfect execution, want them to do. Okay? So again, you want to identify why they are doing what they are doing, instead of doing what you wanted them to do. So you understand what are the problems they are having into getting from their ideas to your ideas. Okay? Your third step would be explaining it to the players. So you have to be very good with your words and very concise, because you cannot lose too many time, but you have to make your idea very clear and make it very clear to the players what they are doing wrong and why. If you are not able to present those aspects, those arguments, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to see your ideas present themselves in your team 100%. You have to be able to explain exactly to your players what is going wrong and why. Your fourth step would be introducing the reasons why the coach's concepts offer a better way to solve the situation. And the fifth step would be training them, reinforcing the concepts, and shaping his players' behaviors. So you can find that also in my Instagram account. And I finished that thought with that phrase. Again, the exercise is only the tool. Exercises are tool. They do not teach anything. It only provides a repeating situation. The coach still needs to coach because he will be the one to change and shape his players' behaviors. So, I guess this is quite clear. What is an exercise for? I think everyone now knows what is an exercise for. An exercise is used for the coach to have situations repeating cyclically, so he can see his teams applying those situations, his team going on those situations that start and end cyclically. So he can see his team reproducing that same situation over and over again. So he's able to recognize what is wrong, why, intervene into what is wrong, from what is wrong to what is his ideal perspective of the execution from this exercise, and bring the players from here to here. That is what an exercise is for. Okay, so going on with this topic, what exercises should I be looking for my team? Well, it depends on how you understand soccer. So I understand soccer in 3 ways, in 3 moments and 4 stages of the game. People call it different names because of tactical periodization, but you can call whatever you want: situations, moments. So I think there are 3 moments that make it 6, because it's when you have the ball and when the opponent has the ball. So the first moment is when I want to bring the ball from my goal to the midfield. That's the first moment. Second moment for me is when I have the ball in the midfield and I have to maintain it there to get into attack. Second moment. Third moment for me is when I have the ball, I already have the opponents tucked inside their box and I need to finish the play. So those are the 3 moments for me, and those 3 moments apply when the opponent has the ball. So 6 moments. All those 3 moments when I have the ball, all those 3 moments when the opponent has the ball. Okay? And the 4 other moments are the basic moments, as the tactical periodization tells us, that offensive organization, defensive organization, offensive transition, and defensive transition. Basically, when you have the ball, when you don't have the ball, when you just recover the ball, or when you just lost the ball. I think those are too broad. That's why I used the 3 moments I told you before. So understanding the game in those 3 moments that I've just told you, I'm gonna seek exercise, or I'm gonna design exercises that are able to reproduce that kind of thinking, right? So what I'm looking for are exercises that, for example, what do I need in my team when I'm bringing the ball from my goalkeeper to the midfield? So I need width and depth. I need movement off the ball. I need my players to be able to dribble towards the space and attack free spaces, etc., etc., etc. So what you need are exercises that, in real conditions, in game-like situations, allow you to reproduce those kind of situations. For example, situations where my players have to dribble towards the space and attack the free space. You're going to design an exercise, team against team, or team against team against team, 3 teams, 4 teams, whatever you want. You're going to design an exercise where there are no lines, no zigzagging cones, nothing of that, and your players are facing each other, and the goal for them to make points and to score and to do anything you want is to attack the space by dribbling. So then you can correct that when that happens. So your exercise has to be designed that the major concept of that exercise is attacking the space while dribbling. That's the point of it, right? Otherwise, you're training something else, okay? So that's the idea. That's the kind of exercise you should look for, or design yourself your own exercises.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check my other videos on the same channel, the Soccer Excellence Mentor. Lots of free content for you as a soccer coach, as a soccer player, as a soccer club. Follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, the Soccer Excellence Mentor, and let's all drive our performance towards excellence.